Okay, coming to the 3A for those, I believe that every one of you,
This is common.
This is scenario in your house. Anything you want to share with us?
When it comes to this, my
three
it's
generations,
like,
right?
My 3 generations, yes, because especially during weekends time, I will especially talk to my daughter and say spend time with grandparents, like especially my dad. Whichever movie that my father watch, I'll just sit over there, and then sometimes we'll try to interact with my dad. At first, she will bring along the handphone. I'll just let her be. So when she's playing the phone, I watch at her. I look at her, then I say, oh, wow. Then I'll just keep quiet. Try to cool down myself. I always try to calm down myself to show her an example, okay? To take her initiative rather than I control her. I just want her to understand as the pros and cons, everything. So she'll, few minutes later, then she put down the phone, then be with my dad. That's the quality time that we have with my dad or with my mom.
Of course, I do have this incident at home, but it's not happening to me and my husband. It's actually my grandparents. Because my dad, they bring his work back home, so he's always on the computer, and my 2 younger brothers is always on the phone, always on the gadget. So that actually has a very big impact my children, because they will say that, grandpa also like that, uncle also like that. In order for me to avoid this, I always bring them out. We get out from the house. We do spend quality time with grandparents at home, we do, but that is only during the dinner time. But when we are at grandparents' house, I try not to put them into the house. I try to bring them out.
This only can be seen when I'm not around, and my maid cannot control my children, and my husband also on his own gadget, and my children on the TV. Even the more sarcastic way, I just off the TV, go in front, and then I look at them. Oh, okay, mommy, now we go now. So most important, I think like what I say, cannot stress more than that. I think we need to lead by example. It's hard for us to sometimes we to teach our kids, hey, you don't do it, because but then say, why I cannot? Not fair, no, but you have to fair to children. How you are caught in between? You can't I go and discipline my own parents, right? I cannot, right? The only way out is actually to bring them together, to do something else together.
That's why I always think when they really willingly doing it, then it's true from their heart. They will do whatever when we are not around. Whenever time.
Actually, to me, the process is important, but I don't micromanage. Put it this way, I don't micromanage. Just tell when you need to do it. I just tell you the deadline and what you need to do. But I remind you as time passes by, you only left 3 days. You got to complete it. If you don't do it, so you got to bear the consequence. Yeah.
But I think every children have different characters. Your children, maybe you can use this method to educate them.
Exactly.
Unlike my children, I cannot use this method to be on them. They would think it's too harsh for them. My children, I don't make them write essays on the trips, but my children, they express well when they are with outsiders. But my kids will only tell me, Mommy, today, when we pick them up from daycare or school, they will tell me today what happened in school, what they face, who are their friends, and etc. 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 Anything is about their daily errands. But when go to trips or what sort of experience that they learn, even like movies, after the movies, they express well when they are with friends, families, and father. But when it comes to life experience, with friends that they encounter, or when things that they need to have solution, especially when it comes to life, they need a solution. Then they will bring it out and
that's the most important.
In fact,
I look at
I think it's very important that parents is always the first source they turn to when they have facing any challenges and problems. Because you know why sometimes you do not know who they turn to, right? They might get the wrong advice, a wrong solution, and they do it quietly behind your back, right? Which sometimes cannot be amended. So I personally think that I want to be the first for my children to turn to. I teach my kids is don't circulate certain things is unverified, not verified yet. Don't circulate it. Circulate means that keep on sharing it because that's just the people that they don't have the right judgment before you verify the source, whether it's true or not. One thing I highlight to my children, because children don't learn by just you telling. They learn by copying and following what you have done. They observe and see what you do.
They're just a piece of paper.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that is important.
What do you think about this?
Just few days
you
ago.
see, nowadays, internet access 24/7. Even they get the gadget, they hide themselves under the blanket. They want to do it. This is something out of your control as well.
And I'm do worry too. That's why, but I will not let my girl know, my daughter know. Okay, I'll open very frankly with her, and then I'll say, I'll actually sometimes I will directly open that shows them. They have the interactions with boys and girls. Then I'll say, hey, you see. So anything I want her to know, actually this is very simple, this is normal. Male and female, what do they have, what they will do when they grow up, what will they, when they meet up her boyfriends, then what's, how do you act? And come back to my objective is, I want her to know what she is doing and the consequences that her actions is as well. So actually all these porn things I will not neglect, but I will open up to share with her. You know, when she's surfing that time, I'll see some, you know, some 18 years old
Unlike
movies,
pictures and movies.
So indirectly I know she already get in touch on this world. So I will just tell her what is this. I'll let her know first. I'll let her get common, normal first.
Because whenever that we see certain scenes, we don't neglect the scenes, you know.
Yes.
Use that scenes to scene to interact with them, to educate them.
Educate.
It's a chance, yeah.
That is a great chance, you know. It's a great opportunity for us to mold the children, to educate them, for them to know what is porn and what is sex education all about.
Yeah.
My children are exposed with sex education when they start at 2 years old. My boy, they see this scene kissing, girl and boy kissing. You know, mommy, why that one's so ugly? You got brush teeth or not? They will make fun of that scene. Then I will use that opportunity to explain to them what is this scene all about. But when they reach like 5 and 6 years old, they will ask you different questions. Mommy, how does baby come from? Where does baby come from? How daddy, mommy get in touch, get interact, get intimate? So these are all the questions when they pop up. That is a golden opportunity for us to educate the children. Sometimes I also have to agree to digital parenting because digital parenting sometimes there is animations on it, and we can actually use the animation as part of the opportunity for us to educate the children, to let them know, oh, this is the female and this is the male, and this is how they actually get in touch and get interact, and that's how the baby comes.
I agree with you strongly that don't avoid the scene and any chance to educate them, and also use the right term. Don't use those baby language. Right term means that your private part's the right term to educate them. I always emphasize this right term, so they will know that you are actually very serious, and try not to avoid them. Whenever they ask, encourage them to ask you. Remember what I told you? Be the first one to turn to. So why? When you keep on turning down them and rejecting them, so this kid with the curiosity, they will find the answer outside with someone else.
Yes.
I even see sometimes nowadays even have coach outside, they organize sex education workshop.
My son's school, they are parents volunteering on Friday. They have this 1 hour session the parents will come to school as a volunteer to give sex education talk for the children. You know, every week they will have different stories to share.
Yeah.
Which I find it is very good lah. So hopefully more parents, you know, especially young parents, that you have an experience parenting, right? Hopefully they can really spend this little bit of time that they can go to every schools just to volunteer.
But home education lasts the children for life.
Yes.
So, and also, no matter how busy the parents, I strongly urge the young parents, right, to spend time to talk to your children, pay attention to them. Don't brush them away whenever they come to you to ask you something. They might want to bring out a very important message to you. I think you've got to be a listener. Not listening only with ears, with heart. What the children trying to tell you, to go into a deeper level that actually your children need help.
I hope every one of us, especially as a parent, become a parents already, give more, spend more time with your kids. Understand more quality time, yes, understand them, and then giving more love to them. When they feel comfortable, when they feel love, they actually emotionally will be more stable. And when they're more stable, when they are thinking, will be more clearer and more towards positive time. And each actions that they are doing more towards the right way.
Rachel?
I think setting your priorities is really important. A lot of parents will tell me I have no time. But my only answer to them, I only let people have no time. I think so long you're alive, right, there's always time.
Very good sentence.
It's only whether you want to set priority, quality time. I'm not asking you to spend hours or days or weeks or no need to work, just stick to your children. No. What I'm trying to say is show love and affection and pay attention to them whenever they need you. Because the real time spent as a parent with the children is pretty short. Once you have surpassed this, you can't buy back time. And this is the golden opportunity to build the strongest bonding. I cannot stress more that they will turn to you and they will seek you as a leader and the first source to turn to whenever they have problem, challenge, or even happiness to share. Don't wait until they turn to teenage. They have surpassed the time. They say, "Oh, I grown up on my own, so I don't think I need you now as well." So that's where I have heard enough parents to tell me that when their children turn teenage, they just slam their door instead of talking to their parents. Because I believe the fundamental is not there. So it's okay to chase money later when your kids is big enough. So spend time with them and speak to them.
I always believe in communicating with children. Parents to communicate with children. It's what me and my husband is trying to minimize the more of the talking, but we let the children to talk more than us, so that from there we understand what they want and we know what is in their mind, and we try to get to know what is their emotion, how do they feel to be in this family.
I think in overall it's not about what is the materialistic that you have given to the kids and teens. It's about the family time, the love, and the attentions that you have given to them.